Ghana come here say yakoya manimla be fear Parliament House wa come here say no ye ba beto obey na majority for abedane minority na minority for so abedane majority ye to obey ye afi de ade wono no ye so odi bonkum na oje ene minority for no abedane majority na ye se ye mfa mo ebra speaker of parliament eyi nkrofo bi free eye Parliament House wa wo so mo ntiase na say de ibana mebu ene no che de ade wono no na di bonkum je ye to obey ye ene NDC amreku na no mo ye minority a omo bedane majority see do be majority pa mu pa che say obi amfiri yanyi obi akonwa mfiri ni nsemu ene se do ma bedane majority no na busia sansem we be na mafo bebre na e kan sem ye be ka ye kom omane mra shebe jafia majority for ni minority se majority for the ade bi ba minority for so munjintum we di we ba we so munjintum ene obi ono omahene of eye asempa FM eno majebre wo makasa se Ghana ye be hwa ye nyan titiri mrahye bedwafo ade bi wona asemo ye amunyan ade aso wo opposition ye kofa ba wo so unjintum no afa de so obetena so na so na ate akonya no so de government in power ene de ade na ye ade na wo opposition na nya no se de eye ene ne eye obi no omahene omatutu bi de ama eye mrahye bedwafo pa busunya enya sekotwa meso so be ka me ho na yakwakoti afa no mienu we na
Fatima Abubakar.
Just look at one transition team. The reports of you are. I don't know IPAC. Parties in there because we are. These two major political parties by Bontia. Obia Sama Okebiano different, but it's one meeting.
And this is principle. This is even
principle.
A committee ordinarily shouldn't be partisan.
Principle.
Transition team.
Principle.
Abaya Sasa, yeah, handing over.
Principle.
And also and again, it's because
principle.
Earlier, some people held a particular position.
Exactly.
Sincere position.
Principle.
Just because there was a change.
Principle.
It's a very interesting country.
Principle. It's for us to move to the next level of progression and achievement, it's difficult. It will continue to be difficult for us as a country. Because Obiang now going to say about the starting point to change the narrative for Ghana to be on that path of nobody is ready. Because I am amazed that Omaya ni enyama ye gidi. Nyama ye gidi ni depend on baby ye gidi any brain dey akoso. Etiamano say as soon as you see way enya is because of opposition.
Yes.
But no power. How then do we go to the next level of development? How? Omaya say BBC na saban say kolebu ana say iti sir adwuma fronya ko timi kan sema kase etia ayi ene na no bebre abaka dem if you say sema o mo kafa John Dramani Mahama wo and sema o mo kafa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we kept on saying that chieftaincy is a revered institution. Men found whom the German yourself because we are lender of last resort. You pray as a man yourself for and you go this and come on. But openly revere chiefs. Oko Western region, Oko Western North, Oko Afro, Oko Bruno East, Oko the Biano for Biano. The chiefs deliberately either they are for or against.
And let's add, sir, on the constitutional injunction when it say chiefs engaging in active partisan politics. And I think what active partisan politics means, was tested in court. I'm a Supreme Court the decision, but I've forgotten the title of the case. But chiefs can comment on national issues.
No problem.
These are two different things.
No problem.
They can comment on national issues.
No problem.
But you cannot tell Oman for, and I say you cannot put an information out. I just say, that is what our chiefs did.
2024 elections, prior to the elections, we saw, we read, we witnessed. So principle. Now maybe Ankoafa. According now, say on the number. This time on, says I need panel about chair. Say now be safe. God no, Ghana need no kotia the mama, and no problem. But you were certain revered people be on man. Active partisanship. It cannot be entertained. And you be any aguso ahemfo nyina dodo na edo mo age amanyo semo any faso bia debre opotema wo anase mpuntu a wo hwehwe. If you just look at the pain the person you spoke against, no, what can you? And almost sure, I'm call the other side is almost I imagine saying also we will frustrate the system.
You know about
so look at what we experience as a country. Look at what you experience as a country.
Yes.
Mr. Ghana phone. Mr. Ghana phone. And I buy Juma who do in Amuntie. No dada mo. I am say ebi awa buy na ba. Now they are showing teams say you say be fool around and misbehavior. Ghana is gradually going beyond that agenda.
Yes.
Ghana, this Ato, just like the president-elect has said, it's a lesson to politicians.
To politicians.
It's a big lesson to politicians.
Especially to the incoming government.
You don't have a choice than to serve the people. You don't have a choice than to really listen to what the people want. The Ghana that we have now, you cannot just conclude that this is the Ghana which is definite. You know, me faha me see. Can you know? Faha say obaka ko wi wa. But no, faha. But you are not sure of it.
And I think Oman at the Thanksgiving service of President-elect John Mahama and in the family, our Ringway Assemblies of God. Now said there are life lessons. Maybe see a bit here, and then we'll tease out the lessons. No, a generation no amount for Edding Como. And I think,
in fact, from day one elected, vice elect if you monitor the demeanor, any pronouncements or the by Ghana from NDC for, you see that there's a new revolution or a new focus. Or person or the back.
No, I think he's in simple terms, no, he said the right things since I told about a year.
That is
from his victory speech and the Thanksgiving speech, he's rightfully captured the mood of the nation. And I think kudos to a more true speech.
And
any advice. They've captured the mood of the country well. So he's been able to say the right things, both in victory speech and sorry there, the interview with VOA. So what is our 10-minute interview now with VOA? I'll capture the economic policy in that 10-minute interview and the future of education in Ghana in that 10-minute interview. I think Omaya idea in the public utterance since he was elected, he said all the right things. And also he understands the responsibility on him. I'm only hoping and praying, sir, Oman, because most said they are the out President be anywhere and the president be a team of fine, and you can see in the things they say. I remember say no matter so you remember say say go to the private sector. Those are things every president would have to say. Absolutely. John Mahama Swaka said, "So we intend to bring who say and so man for na and me mama bemu. Was it me mama bemu about mama because and only I be announced my MPP for nya he good." And he said all the right things. I'm praying and hoping say the people he would appoint into positions, would share that same vision and do the things they have to do about Ghana
for us to demonstrate that we've grown.
Yes.
And maybe we can say we do IBP in terms of reshuffle.
Sure.
Say you now will be pay what you've learned. That we have experienced an 8-year regime. You can't fault the president now because he doesn't believe in reshuffle. You can fault him, but it has caused him. But they don't believe in reshuffle. So clearly, I'm sure that he will forgive us of those excuses that as soon as he's a ministry, are very clear. Say the modern bono and when he's party. I don't think we have to come back to be a reshuffle. If we don't improve on our system of governance, we will come every 4 years and do equalization.
Yes.
And that's where I'm not expecting our conversation to be as a country and as a party NDC. The least in our trouble, what it tells me is that equalization, lack of principle, we are not focused, we don't want to develop the country, we take advantage of ourselves as a people, and because the more we equalize, the more we retard in terms of progress and development. The more we equalize, the more we lower the standards in terms of governance. The more we equalize, it also exhibits that we have a weaker media. Media play a role. But some of our brothers and sisters, they need to go back to the drawing board. Some of the commentaries that we have run as media personnel, and they're so divisive. Now, alien to the job that we say we are practicing. If you hands on deck, every facet of us, from the top to the down, because John Dramani Mahama, the president-elect, cannot on his own completely so.
I think the only thing I would defend in the Mahama case, and I said, for everything a Ghana for Ashishe, independent of all India to the Makoma pen and Yamekra Ashishe, the Ghana for Ashishe. This government has the mandate to do that for the
absolute mandate.
If there is a word more than absolute mandate to do that for the Ghanaian people. And Putin said, apart from the Ghana for they also campaigned on a lot of things at Ghana for EP. It is a constitutional reform. John Mahama promised that. And no identify saying the constitution, it has to change. Now there is an absolute mandate for them to do that.
Most of the absolute makes me feel say we also have to start living realistic life, and it is life. And then maybe broadcast or so we'll be a 9-day one day.
Oh, of course.
And if we also don't start preparing our minds, say ideally achievable within 4 years or even beyond.
Sure.
But as I said, or dying be the me who said our expectation should be minimized a bit.
And I think that is where the party that brought him to power, or that sponsored him, and as a party or running on a ticket, should lead the way in managing that expectation. First from their own people. Because now, if the only person who makes my NDC, NDC.
No, they make my
absolutely. But the mandate the Ghanaian people has given to the NDC, the only person that can fight or work against the NDC is the NDC. And I think, sir, the expectation management should begin from members of the NDC. I don't know if we say, just by the flip of no magic BSC. It doesn't work that way. It has never worked anywhere. Ghana will not become New York overnight.
It's not possible.
That expectation management should start quickly, and then the government should also make sure they take all the right initial steps. Only here, because you have to run on the goodwill of the people. You don't want to do anything to destroy that goodwill. Your goodwill, but you have 4 years, unfortunately. In your case, you have to consciously pull the people along.